Kat, why is it important to warm up?
Hey Desmond, what's up? I just finished my workout. That is a great question. Why is it important to warm up? Well, I'm going to tell you. Okay. Number one, a warm up increases your body temperature, your core body temperature, which increases the temperature of your muscles. Number two, it increases the elasticity of your muscles, right? It makes them stretchy. Also lubricates your joints, right? It starts producing synovial fluid in your joints, which makes your joints nice and loose. It also gradually increases your heart rate and your breathing rate, right? So you're not going from 0 to 1,000 degrees in 2 seconds, right? You want to take your time. Susie, you have a question. Okay, I'll get it. You want to know what was your question? Oh, you want to know what does it mean by the increases the elasticity of your muscles? Well, I'll tell you. You know what? This piece of gum is going to tell you. Ooh. Okay. You take a piece of gum out of the wrapper and you try to stretch it. Yep, look at that. It does not work. It doesn't stretch. It breaks. See that? Take another piece of gum out of the wrapper. Start warming it up. Warming it up. Warming it up. Warming it up. All right, let's say it's been 5 to 10 minutes. Your gum is warmed up. Now, look at the elasticity. See? And it goes back. Stretches, and it goes back. This is what a warm-up does to your muscles. It makes them more elastic. Elasticity. Increases the elasticity to help reduce your chance of injury. Okay, one of the biggest things a warm-up does. Helps reduce the chance of injury. Another thing, this little piece of gum right here, demonstrates is that when you warm up, you should not be doing static stretching. You should not just start stretching when you first start warming up, right? If you do that, this might happen, right? So you want to focus on dynamic stretches, which is a different kind of stretch. It's not a stretch where you hold for 10, 30 seconds. It's more of a moving stretch, which we'll get into later. Oh, hey, Jameson, I see you have a question. What is your question? Oh, what should a warm-up consist of? Okay, I'll let you know. So a warm-up should be about 5 to 10 minutes, and it should be specific to what your workout is going to be. Okay? Specific. Remember that word, specific, specificity? We mentioned that earlier. Okay, your warm-up should be specific to what your workout is. So if you're going to be running, you should not warm up swimming, right? Specific. If you're going to be running, you should start with an easy walk or jog to start warming up those joints and those muscles. Okay. So 5 to 10 minutes specific to what you're doing. So again, if you're going to be running, an easier run, walk, easier run. If you're swimming, doing some easier laps. If you're cycling, start out cycling easy before you get into your more intense workout. Okay. Your warm-up should also include some dynamic stretching. Okay. I've got a whole video for you of dynamic stretches, okay? Again, dynamic stretches are more moving stretches, so moving stretches that you're going to do, movements similar to what you're going to be doing in your workout, okay? If you're lifting weights, you should start with an easier, lighter weight before you start lifting 500 pounds, right? That makes sense, no? Yeah, start easy. Remember that word progression, progress. Start easy. Get harder as you go. That's the warm-up is all about progression, right? Starting super easy, getting a little bit more intense before you start your intense workout.
Why is it important to cool down after a warm-up?
Oh, hey, Desmond, thanks for the question. I see you're eating ice cream there. Yeah, that's not the way you cool down, but that's a good try. Okay, so after your workout, your breathing's heavy, it's really high, your heart rate is beating like a million times a minute, right? And your body temperature is high because you're hot, you're sweating. You had a really good workout. Everything is super high right now, right? So if you just stop, that could be a problem, right? You want to slowly bring back down your heart rate, slowly bring down your breathing rate. You want to slowly distribute the blood. You want to keep it from pooling in your extremities, in your legs, in your arms, whatever you were working out, right? Because you want it to slowly come back from the extremities and go back to the brain. If you just stop like that, so you're running, you're playing basketball, and then you just sit, you just stop, right? The problem is the blood's going to pool, and you might feel faint, you might feel sick, right? The other thing a cool down does is it helps prevent soreness and stiffness later, okay? A cool down should be just the opposite of a warm up, right? So right after your intense workout, you're going to slowly, like if you were running around, if you were doing a pacer test, right? You don't want to just stop. You want to walk around the room. You want to jog slowly, easy. You want to walk. You want your heart rate to slowly come back down, right? It's also a great time to stretch, to do static stretching, which is your muscles are really warm right now, right? So it's a great time to increase your flexibility by doing that static stretching. Static stretching is when you do a stretch and you hold that stretch for 30 seconds. No bouncing, no moving. It's just a hold for 10 to 30 seconds. Okay, it's a great time to do that during your cool down. Hey, one last thing that you can do in your warm up or your cool down is if you have a foam roller. What this does, it massages your muscles, right? It gets them ready for a workout, or it decreases the lactic acid after your workout. Also, maybe you have a Theragun. Not a drill, it's a Theragun. This is also a massager for your muscles. Okay, a couple fun tools that you can use if you have them for your cool down or your warm up. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for having us. Have a good day. And stay tuned for the dynamic stretching video. We got a good video for you. We got a couple of guests who are going to show you a couple different dynamic stretches that you can do in your warm up.